Welcome back, everybody. If you were hoping that the drop in the US stock markets was on its way to stopping, you would unfortunately be wrong, with us seeing today a drop of 1.39% on the S&P 500, right? US stocks are absolutely tumbling. Look, from the highs of the 5-day period to where we are now, we're down around about 4%. And that might not sound like a lot, but we need to factor in what we're looking at here. This is absolutely massive. We're seeing US stocks drop across the board, technology stocks, some of the world's biggest companies, alongside other economic issues. We're seeing a lot of big concerns in the markets at the minute. For instance, we're seeing Wall Street tumbling 10% below its record for first correction since 2023 on Trump's trade war. And that's something that we've spoken about on this channel ever so much, right? Investors are not happy with the tariffs, with the troubles that we're seeing at the minute. Wall Street sell-off hit a new low Thursday after President Donald Trump's escalating trade war dragged the S&P 500 more than 10% below its record, which was set just last month. A 10% drop is big enough of a deal that professional investors have a name for it. It's a correction. And the S&P 500's 1.4% slide on Thursday, today, set the index up for its first since 2023. The losses came after Trump upped stakes in his trade war by threatening huge taxes on European wines and alcohols, and we're going to speak about that in just a second. So we're seeing the Dow Jones drop as well by 537 points, or 1.3% today, roughly today, with the Nasdaq falling around 2%. So clearly not good signs for US tech stocks or perhaps the broader economy. We are really in a really precarious position at the minute, and what we're seeing is US corporate bonds also hitting a spread the widest in 6 months. People are absolutely fearing a recession, and whilst we know a lot of people are inevitably and undoubtedly seeing the stock market drop, there are other concerns at the minute which people should be aware of. There seems to be a big and growing trend coming on at the minute of this boycott USA narrative, where a lot of people simply are not happy with how Donald Trump is dealing with the American economy, the broader global economy, with so many tariffs and relative issues that come with that. So many people are now looking to actually boycott the American economy. And again, this is a big picture on the world stage, perhaps something that we've not seen the likes of in a very, very long time. And this is really interesting, right? So government reactions have been mixed so far. The EU is considering introducing tariffs on 26 billion euros worth of American goods, including motorbikes, industrial goods, Kentucky bourbon, and some countries like the UK have been a bit more cautious in their response. But overall, we're seeing a really, really big trend. Look at the broader economy, right? This is the economy in 2024. So many companies already laying off workers in that year. Coming into what we're seeing right now, not only do a lot of people already think that while stocks may not completely represent it yet, the economy is in slowdown anyway, they think that we are in a broader recession potentially now at the minute anyway. We're seeing a lot of issues economically at the moment, a lot due to Trump's tariffs and perhaps even other reasons too. So it seems that as the days go on, as the entire discussion around tariffs and this debate heatens up, we're seeing more and more panic on perhaps both sides, right? We're seeing talk today about a potential for 200% tariffs on European wines, which could allegedly kill demand. This is absolutely incredible. So the United States is suddenly looking less bubbly for European wines, as President Donald Trump on Thursday, today, threatened a 200% tariff on European wines, champagnes and spirits if the European Union goes forward with a planned 50% tariffs on American whiskey. Wine sellers and importers said a tariff of this side would essentially shut down the European wine business in the US. And of course, what do you expect? Nobody wants to pay 100-200% more than what the product perhaps is actually worth, but this is kind of what we're seeing with a lot of markets at the minute. This tariff conversation, whether you agree with it or not, whether you think it's good or not, it is creating a environment where, again, a lot of people are questioning the position of the US government. A lot of people are questioning the validity or the purpose at the minute of investing in US stocks and US companies. They see the US economy as being quite unshaky. I think a lot of people see it as a unstable market at the minute, and inevitably at some point this is probably going to, and already is perhaps, translating into a decline in investment, a decline in confidence in the US markets, and perhaps that's why we see in Wall Street having trillions of dollars knocked off of its market cap basically every day. You know, it was a story that we covered at the time 3 days ago where we saw the US stock market lose 4 trillion in value as Trump plows ahead on tariffs. A further retreat to the bottom of a historic range for equities, weighing as basically Trump's trade war escalates. People become more and more nervous. People become more and more scared. People have less and less confidence in the economy. This is kind of to be expected. And you know what? As time goes on, it seems to be the case that this trade war is not lightening up. It's not slowing off. It seems to be getting more and more strong, more and more heavy as time goes on. So is it likely that we're going to see big drops in the S&P and the Nasdaq and the Dow continue? Entirely possible. A lot of investors on the global front and even some on the US front are completely uncomfortable with the position of the market at the minute. A lot of people have been saying that a market recession could be coming for some time. And maybe what we're seeing right now is simply the policies that Trump is bringing in are just making this more and more inevitable and bringing it on even faster. You'll have to let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, but this is just a video that I wanted to bring to you, speaking about a lot of different things, because a lot of people have got a lot to say on a lot of topics which are going on in the market right now. It absolutely is a crazy time to be an investor. I'm sure you guys are going to have your opinions on this in the comments. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe, and I hope I will see you again soon. Goodbye.